Welcome back. It is Thursday, late morning. I've been at an estate sale since 7:15 this morning. I got a lot of stuff. For those of you watching on YouTube, stay tuned. It's going to be a long video. Those of you that are watching on TikTok, it's going to be part one of 2 or 3 because I got a lot of stuff. I spent $42, not what this stuff is marked, $42 on everything except one item. And that item you'll see later, I spent $300 on the one item. And it comps at well over $1,000, but I'll show you. Just stay tuned and watch because I got a little bit of everything. Diversity is key when you're reselling, and we're going to get going because I got a lot of diversity. First thing, I'm going to get the stuff that's kind of big and bulky out of the way. It's some kind of a costume, kind of like an Egyptian Cleopatra type thing, with the big robe, with the gold, and then the neck collar. This is a scarf that goes around it. And you can see, I don't know if this is homemade. It may be, but the price was right. And then this goes with it as well. So that's one. And then this, I saw hanging in a closet. And there were a lot of resellers there. This nobody touched, and it's kind of a cloak. And I don't know this design. I'll do some research. The tag has been taken off, but it is a hooded, like Little Red Riding Hood type thing. And yeah, so there you go. Remember, I spent $42 on everything you're seeing. I did buy some clothing and hats. This is Oneida, which is a vintage brand. It is single stitch. And it is a Mercedes-Benz t-shirt. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Some of this stuff you may shake your head. But shake your head because sales are sales. Now, who doesn't want a Husky or a Malamute, whatever that is, pillow? Okay, part of the deal, part of the deal. I got a lot of smalls. And like I said, $42. I'm going to say that a million times. I always use these, so I grab Post-it notes whenever I found them. I got this Star Wars Episode 1. It is the art. And again, I didn't pay the prices. And there you go. And there's a lot of crafting stuff that was there, but this I grabbed because of what it is. And yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Here's a belt, one of many belts that I picked up. This one is a beaded belt with a latch. So it's a lady's waist belt, but I thought that was pretty ornate. So when it's unique, I pick it up. I did pick up a camera, and it's one of these, and it's in here somewhere. There's the manual. Here it is. And it's Olympus. But it is one of those Sure Shots. And again, I didn't pay that. I didn't pay that. How much did I pay? $42 for all of it. And then I got some ornaments for my tree. I thought a putty tat. Take a picture of that putty tat. It's a sound effect, folks. Garfield. Yep. He doesn't look happy to be there. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I live in a garbage can. You know. Garfield again. Mickey with a watch. Mickey has a watch. Telling time. Yep, there's Daffy. Sylvester the cat. And this is pretty cool. Happy Holidays, but it's a music box. One side has the cake and that kind of stuff. And the other, if I can get it to, and then I promise you it plays the song, Happy Birthday to You. Anyway, all right, that's that bag. That bag was $12 total of the 42, and this bag that I'm getting in, besides that costume you saw and the shirt, this is a etched gold rimmed Oklahoma City Police Department. I got a set of 6 of these. And again, you know the price for all of it. $42. Probably not a smart idea. I got a bunch of mugs, and some of these I'll be lotting up. This is an Mercedes-Benz, and that was the price, but I didn't pay that. I'm going to get these mugs out of the way. There's a bunch that are Air Force themed. This person, Strategic Air Command. This person was not only a gambler, because there's a lot of Vegas stuff and local casinos, Oklahoma City Police. They had a lot of Alaska stuff, even bear spray, still unused. I'm trying to get rid of the Desert Success, Desert Storm. And again, I'll lot up the mugs. Another Mercedes, different style. Phantom of the Opera mug. This one is an Air Force. I know it's hard to see, but that's what it is. This is an EOD. That's like a Navy SEAL demolition. And another Air Force. And then I got two of these. I just sold one of these for $11.50. It is Pampered Chef. Kind of and I made a video where I'm scooping, you know, hit yourself in the head with it. I got two in the deal. And now we're going to come back. All right, we're back. Still sealed. The Groovy 70s on CD. And there is a ton of sealed CDs in there. Not sealed, but also cool. And this was marked $7.50, but I didn't pay it. This is the 60s. And again, tons of songs. Tons. You know, tons. I got 5 seasons of Dark Shadows. They had this marked $15. If you know this soap opera, it was in the 60s when I was a kid. And yeah, I remember my mom watching that. And anyway, I got 5 seasons of that on DVD. And I got 2 on VHS of the same thing. This stuff sells for really good money. I got all 3 of the Back to the Future on DVD. More Dark Shadows. A bunch of Post-it notes again. Anytime I find them, I buy them. This is a handbook for future farmers of America from 1955. And I'll sell that because everything sells. A Canon printer with paper. And again, a lot of these are smalls, but the prices that I paid, and we all know what that is, right? Trying to get to the close. A NOAA Weather Service, and it's a little, you know, if you're out in the woods, yeah, exactly. A Statue of Liberty paperweight, a Naval Air Station Moffett Field, I believe that's California. This was really cool. Please don't get scared. But this is like a marble, and then a snake comes out. Did it scare you? Yeah, I know, it scared me too. This was just another unique thing, and I had to have it. Yep. Somebody will want that. It's a plate, more of a decorative plate, and Jennifer Brindley, that's the name on it. I'm trying to get around the other stuff because I got a lot of stuff mixed in here. This one is pretty cool. Area 51, Las Vegas. It's a 51 jersey, and it's got the alien on the back. And that is cool. And what size is that? That is, it doesn't say. Anyway, I thought that was cool. This isn't vintage, but who doesn't love Rip? I love Yellowstone. A vintage single stitch jockey t-shirt. I'll use that to screen print. The iron-ons. Here's another single stitch BVD. If you have a priced blank t-shirts, they're very expensive, especially if they're vintage. Yep, I'm your Huckleberry. Yep. I hate him. You know, I really hate him. If you know, you know. Screen Stars tag on a sweatshirt. Las Vegas. No, Las Vegas. Ireland. Ireland, mate. Not mate. Ireland, lass. That's Scottish. Never mind. This is Carlson Group. Canada's National Tower, Ontario. And it's kind of a, yeah, kind of a jacket overthrow. This is vintage. It is Lackland Air Force Base on a Hanes Beefy tag, single stitch. It'll need to be washed and bleached. But I thought that was pretty cool. And then I got some hats. This one is a Panama Jack 5-panel hat. Definitely needs to be washed, and I hand wash all my hats. But Panama Jack, you know, Panama. The guys that were there before me, got there inside before me, they missed one. Miami Dolphins corduroy sports specialties. Folks, these are the sports hats you want to find, sports specialties. I don't know what this one will go for. Again, it's got stains and I got to clean it up, but that is a valuable hat. I'll show you that in a minute. Silver slipper, Vegas, vintage snapback, a military hat. Looks like something that was in Desert Storm. It's got Arabic on it. Another hat, U.S. Air Force, Lackland Air Force Base, wool. It's vintage, and it's new era, and that's an old new era tag. A Conoco knife. This right here is a music box, and it is the Wizard of Oz. You got the Tin Man, you got Dorothy, and there's the wizard, and they're trying to leave. And then I've got the Cowardly Lion 2. He fell out of the thing. I picked up some old vintage belts. Look at that. Yeah. And that's definitely old. Picked up some more belts. This one is Oklahoma 1907, but it's on a Western belt. And there's the buckle, so I grabbed it. This is a military style web belt, but you would wear like in the military, but it's got a Levi Strauss buckle. And again, I don't know what the value is. Frontier Hotel Las Vegas belt buckle. A Coach empty case, but it is a case. Pony Express Overland Mail belt buckle. And I actually, at one time, worked for Pony Express Courier. Some Old English for my cabinets. If you don't know what this costs at the store, I bought it just for personal use because pepper is expensive. A Betty Boop bell. Go, Betty, go. No, that's Go, Granny, go. Never mind. A tape. Easy to use. A leaf. Fell in my bag. A medallion of hope. But when I looked at it closer, it's marked silver 925. A foreign Asian coin. A tape measure. And this is like a Roman coin. I don't know if that's a replica or if it's the real deal, but all that stuff was in a little hodgepodge box. And then another personal use item. I mean, $42 for all of it. And now I will get to the big ticket item. Appreciate you. Got an ornament. I thought put it that. I did. A dumbbell put it that. That's gumball. All right, this is the item that I paid for. They wanted $400 for it. It's supposedly a Maitland Smith lamp. And the comps on this are over $1,000. The only one I saw on Poshmark for this exact lamp was $2,700. I paid $300. Again, they wanted $400. I got it for $300. But if that is what it is, that's some money. And yeah, that's pretty cool, but that's the big ticket item.